TV Crazy Man here. Today we explore one of my favorite TV shows of all time that I truly related to as a young teen back in the 80s. It's The Many Loves of Dobie Gillis. And we'll look for goofs and relive some fun, hilarious memories from the show, as well as some awesome facts you may not know, like how Dobie is responsible for the existence of Scooby Doo. And I found what I think may be the real Daphne, and it's not necessarily Tuesday Weld. I mean, it's like, wow, man.
What a beat! Dicto simpliciter, dicky dicky doo.
I like girls. What am I saying? I love girls. Love them.
Airing from 1959 to 1963, The Many Loves of Dobie Gillis starred Dwayne Hickman as Dobie, a teenager who simply wanted what every other teenage boy wanted, and that's a girl.
One beautiful, gorgeous, soft, round, creamy girl for my very own.
Just one girl is all he wants. One.
One lousy girl.
And to avoid work at all costs.
I mean, this is a free country, and we all have the right to dislike something. And my choice happens to be work.
Thus the conflict. How does one get girls, or even one girl, without money? And how to get money without work? Boy, could I relate to Dobie back in the 80s when I first saw this on cable.
Winnie, he doesn't know the meaning of the word work. Oh, I'm sorry. Did I say work? Forgive me. Money, allowance, spending, these words he knows.
Of course, this characteristic of Dobie was not looked upon very fondly by his father.
I gotta kill that boy. I just got it.
Of course, Dobie's mother was always there to defend him.
He's no longer a boy, and he's not yet a man.
Did I mention that I could relate to Dobie? The parallels are almost spooky.
But why isn't he a man? He's as tall as a man, he weighs as much as a man, he walks like a man, and he eats like a horse.
Of course, I'll have you to know that I never ate like a horse, unless horses eat fried chicken every day. Did your mom ever sneak cash to you right under your dad's nose? I'm not going to say anything just in case my dad happens to watch this video.
I gotta kill that boy. I just gotta. I gotta kill that boy. I just gotta. Kill that boy. I just gotta.
I want you to know I'm not holding any grudges.
I gotta kill that boy. I just gotta.
I mean, a miserable life like yours would twist anybody.
Herbert?
What?
Aren't you going to say it?
I gotta kill that boy. I just gotta.
You mean I gotta kill that boy? I just gotta.
Of course, he didn't really mean it.
Winnie, he loves me. Dobie loves me.
Don't work too hard.
I gotta kill that boy. I just gotta.
I have lots of friends, and here they are.
Dobie's best friend in the whole world
You rang?
was Maynard G. Krebs.
That G in Maynard G. Krebs, I still don't know what it stands for. Walter.
Maynard was a fun-loving beatnik who hated work even more than Dobie.
I may have to go to work.
Work.
Maynard, get to work.
You know, I'm convinced that Maynard may have been the world's first rapper.
Dicto simpliciter, dicky dicky doo.
Maynard loved jazz, and his favorite musician was Dizzy Gillespie. His favorite movie was The Monster Who Devoured Cleveland and its sequels. Of course, I think that was the only movie trilogy that was ever shown in Dobie's town.
How about going with me to the drive-in tonight? The picture's a gasser. The Monster Who Devoured Cleveland.
Of course, Maynard's parents loved him, especially his dad.
Come on.
I think I can relate to this too.
You go outside and play.
Go outside and play.
Yep, I definitely heard that a lot growing up.
Maynard.
You rang?
Maynard used to introduce himself in many scenes with the phrase, "You rang?"
If I lost you, I'd be a ragged, useless, dirty wreck.
You rang?
Like an aimless, drifting piece of wreckage.
You rang?
And then we'll find a fellow that no one could possibly fall in love with.
You rang?
Even though the series was named The Many Loves of Dobie Gillis, he spent more episodes than not chasing the lovely Thalia Menninger, played by Tuesday Weld.
Thalia, how I love you. How I love you, Thalia.
At least in the first season.
I don't understand. You've talked about nothing but money from the minute we met.
She had one weak spot, of course. She loved money, and Dobie didn't have any.
I love her, and she loves money.
Big money.
Saying she's not a girl, she's a cash register. Beautiful, sweet, angelic, greedy Thalia.
Of course, she had a reason. Her family had financial difficulties, you understand.
I don't care about money, not for me.
No, you're only thinking of your family.
My father's 60 years old and has a kidney condition.
And our mother?
Isn't getting any younger.
Your sister's married to a local who lives with her folks. And your brother is unemployable. So, it's up to Thalia to...
Take care of the family.
Even though Thalia was Dobie's main love in Season 1, she didn't appear at all in Season 2, and only once in Season 3 and once in Season 4. Dobie had lots of other girls to chase during the series, pretty much a different girl every episode, but he did go head over heels for Batgirl Yvonne Craig 6 times, and she played 6 different girls.
Father!
You started it.
Zelda was the one girl that Dobie didn't love, but could never shake.
Speak to me. Say something. Say anything.
I love you.
She foretold that Dobie would one day fall in love with her and marry her. Would she be right?
Thanks, man.
I love you.
Zelda! Zelda, would you say I was a bum?
Been saying it for years.
So what do you want with me? Zelda!
Dobie had tough competition for the ladies, which started out with Warren Beatty as the rich athletic Milton Armitage, but he only hung around for 5 episodes. After that, Dobie had to fight off Chatsworth's Osborne Jr., played by Steve Franken. As I do in most of my videos, let's see what kind of goose we can find on Dobie Gillis before I run down some more amazing facts and guest stars from the series.
And this is no foot.
In the episode The Fist Fighter, Dobie tries to get out of a fight by showing Thalia an x-ray of his broken hand, which is really a foot.
Ah, you're right. It's a hand.
Then you believe me?
Yes. Ah, you're right. It's a hand.
It seems like the streets in front of the Herbert T. Gillis Market appear to be more like from the 30s and 40s instead of the late 50s, early 60s that the TV show is set in. In the episode Baby Shoes, Dobie brings in a box of junk ready to throw out. Notice the drum seems to be in good condition. Then after a brief conversation, the drum is mysteriously damaged with a giant hole in the middle, with no explanation. In the episode The Ugliest American, Maynard has a bucket on his head, then a split second later, it's not on his head. Then it's back again. Maybe Maynard just moves really fast, I'm not sure. In the episode Vocal Boy Makes Good, we see Dobie enjoying a concert next to Maynard. Then he's sitting next to his dad on the next shot, and Maynard's gone. In fact, everyone sitting next to Dobie is different, and later Maynard pops up behind the curtain.
You rang?
Is this a goof, or did Dobie just move seats between shots? An unsuccessful pilot, Whatever Happened to Dobie Gillis, aired in 1977. It was so poorly received that I haven't been able to find any clips on YouTube or anywhere else. I believe it only aired once, but then in 1988 we saw Dobie Gillis for the last time, and I think in a TV movie that did a little bit better, Bring Me the Head of Dobie Gillis, which I do remember watching when it first aired. In it we see that Dobie and Zelda have indeed married and have a son. Dobie's parents have passed away. Thalia returns, but this time she's played by Connie Stevens. In a nod to Gilligan's Island, it turns out that Maynard was stuck on a deserted island for 20 years.
Where'd you get all that money? Don't tell me you went to work. Work! Maynard.
Of course, it goes without saying that Bob Denver went to work on Gilligan's Island after the Dobie Gillis show had run its course, originally.
Give me a kiss.
Zelda, cut that out.
William Schallert, who played one of Dobie's school teachers, also returned for the TV movie. He was such a versatile actor that mostly played semi-serious roles, teachers, fathers, etc. But he was also hilarious doing his old guy skit on shows like Get Smart and the Legends of the Superhero special. Did you know that the Scooby Gang was based on the Dobie Gillis cast of characters? Fred was Dobie.
My name's Dobie Gillis, and I'm in love with a girl named Thalia Menninger.
Shaggy was patterned after Maynard G. Krebs.
What? Would you mind moving on?
How come?
Well, no offense, Sonny, but this is a clothing store, and I'd hate to have anyone think that you just came out of here.
Maynard had a Shaggy-like appetite as well. Now, the beautiful Thalia that Dobie was always trying to win over on the Many Loves of Dobie Gillis lined right up with Daphne.
Like hi.
Hi.
Well, that's what I've always heard, but I recently saw the Dobie episode Put Your Feet on the Ground in the first season, which featured a girl named Daphne that Dobie loved, of course. Look familiar? Zelda Gilroy, the very intelligent, nerdy kind of girl, lined up with Velma, only without the glasses. Oh, and Chatsworth used to refer to Dobie as Dobie Doo. You know, sounds a little bit like Scooby Doo.
Surely you jest, Dobie.
Did you know that Robby the Robot from the movie Forbidden Planet appeared on an episode of Dobie Gillis? On the episode Beethoven, Presley, and Me, Robby plays a robot named Arnold that can guarantee hit records.
Well, Arnold, what do you think of the song?
Thanks to an electrical accident, Denver, aka Maynard G. Krebs, takes on the robot's mentality in this episode. Nope, I didn't speed up the film if that's what you're thinking. It's really Robby the Robot singing. Did you know that Frank Faylen, who played Herbert T. Gillis, played Ernie the taxicab driver in It's a Wonderful Life? Dobie Gillis was based on short stories written by Max Schulman and was a movie first entitled The Affairs of Dobie Gillis. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and thanks to all of you who have already subscribed. Thank you so much for watching. Please comment, share the video, hit like, and have a wonderful day.